Hi everyone, welcome to my channel ICT Active Learners. Today I'm here to explain Cambridge IGCSE Information and Communication Technology Paper 3 October-November 2024 Spreadsheet part. So the candidate source files, so I have them already. Then we need to start up with the evidence document first. So we will create one word processor document which will have our name, center number and candidate number. So insert, I usually use a header with my name, then my center number, and then my candidate number, just like that. And then I'm gonna save this one as with the name. This is what they have mentioned. So file, save it as, I'm gonna save them as, you just click on browse and let me just click on quick access here so I can reach to my folder, the quick access folders. If they are not here, I can just simply create a folder, or in the on desktop, for example, I can just simply create a folder evidence with the name. And now I'm just gonna save it here as they mentioned. So I will just simply have my center number and then my candidate number as well. That's it. Save, and after that I need to start with the spreadsheet part. So as they said, you work for Tawara web developers and will edit a spreadsheet that analyzes data on web page hits and advertising. So open and examine the file N24 hits. So you will open the file N24 hits. This is how it look like. So this file has different kind of data. So what we need to do is we need to start with row 9 to 38. Show the number of hits on visit each web page during a 24-hour period, and the number of hits for each hour are stored in column F to A, C. Then place your name, center number, candidate number on the left in the header. So I will just click on page layout view. On the left in the header, I need to write my name, center number, candidate number. So my name, my center number, and then my candidate number. And then after they ask me to place the text created on followed by space, then the automated date on the right in the header. So you can just write here created on and then space our date, as they said, automated date. So I just click here, and then what I need to do is I need to just have current date. That's all. And then I need to save this spreadsheet with the name hits underscore the name as I mentioned. So file, save as, I'm gonna save them or save it as a workbook into same folder. And then I need to just mention here my candidate number and center number underscore 1 2 3 4. This is done. Next step is to move forward. As they said, format all data in row 9 to 38 to be center aligned. So let's click on normal view. So starting from 9 till, as they mentioned, 38, row 9 to 38, all the data. So we have to select this all the data till column AC, and we should have this all into the center of the cell. That's all. And then what we need to do is format row 1 to 8 of the spreadsheet so that it will look like this. So 1 till 8 we need to select. First of all, we need to select from row 1 A1 till F1 to be merged, A1 to F1 to be merged, and that should be in center. The font size for row 1 is 24 point. So we select from here the font size 24. And then what we need to do is we need to just click here and then double click, so adjust the length of the each row. And then after, what we need to do is we need to fix them to be right aligned as they mentioned, right aligned, and then this column should be right aligned as well. And then after we have this data, this data should be center aligned, and this should be right aligned as well, center aligned, this one. And now what I need to do is I need to select these two, right click, or just simply merge cells. And this data what we have is to be text wrap, and we are gonna expand the size of this one. So text wrap for this data, and it should be bold, and then it should be like into the center of each cell, just like that. So if we reduce the width of this one, so now we can see it is like, this one as well. And then we have the revenue advertisement and traffic level. This should be like that. And then after, what we need to do is we need to make this one bold, this one bold as well, just like that. So as we are done with this part now of arranging these things, and now we need to proceed with the next step. And it says place a replicable formula in cell B9 to calculate the number of hits for the web page 401373 during the 24 hours period. So what we need to do is we need to go to cell B9. So we are here in B9, total number of hits, so equal to sum. Then the bracket start, and sum starting from F9 till AC9, just like that. So we got the total over here, and then it says here that replicable formula, so it should be replicable to the rest of the cells. So we just need to replicate it to the rest of the cells. It is done for each cell. And then after, it says that in cell C9 use an average number of per hit. So you just need to write here equal to average, then again starting from this point till the end AC9, and then just get the average. And again this average need to be replicated to the rest of the cells. As you can see, it is got replicated. Now what we need to do is for step 5, place a replicable formula in cell D9 using nested if function to display the text from cells D4, D5 or D6 when the content of C9 is greater than the traffic threshold. So what we need to do is we need to display here replicable formula to display the text from cell D4, D5 and D6 by looking at the value in C9. So what we will do is equal to, if, now bracket start, if this value is greater than or equal to 400, 400, as you can see the value for high is 400, then comma, it should show the value, this one, high, then comma, if, then bracket start, and if the value of C9 is greater than or equal to 250, then it should show medium, comma, otherwise low, and then the brackets close and the if condition is closed. So we got the value high right now, so this formula should be replicable. So when you double click, it is replicated to the rest of the cells. So okay, so now this formula, if you see, high and low is working, but the medium is not working here. So what we need to do is we need to check our formula one time. Yeah, we said that C9 greater than or equal to 50, it should show the value what we have in D5 and then in D9. So we should do one thing, if we just fix this one, okay, by using the function this one, fn, so it is not changing then, and when we press the enter button and then we replicate, so now we got the values as we want them by just using the absolute reference. Now the next step is to place a replicable formula in cell E9 to look up the rate of this traffic level and multiply it by the total number of hits for this web page. So in cell E9, so as we are in E9 now, and what we need to do is we need to use the VLOOKUP function, so is equal to VLOOKUP, and then by looking at the value that we have in D9, then comma, our table array is from D4 to F, okay, and then this is absolute reference here, then comma 3, the rate is written in column third, close, and then multiply it by the value that we have, the total number of hits. And what we need to do is we need to close this formula in the bracket as well. So, or let's see if it works. So this is how the value is, and when you replicate, yes, it does work. Yeah, so after this step, what we need to do is replicate the formula until step 3 to 6. We are done. Format cell E9 to E38 as currency in dollars to 2 decimal places. So from E9 till E38, currency in dollars. So we can just select from here the dollars, or just right click and format cells, and then currency into US dollars or whatever we have. We need to select this one first, into the dollars, any dollar. They did not mention which dollar, but I just selected this one with 2 decimal places. So click OK. So now it is done, and then the next step is to Place a replicable formula in cell B9 to count the number of web pages with high traffic and replicate the formula for the medium and low traffic. So in cell B4, we need to use equal to count if, then the bracket start, the range. So this is our range, starting from till end, and then after comma, as we are going to have a replicable formula. So I will click, and this is going to be fixed, by the way. This is going to be fixed, I mean absolute reference, and this one as well, absolute reference, and then comma, this one, by looking at the value in A4, okay, oh sorry, D4, yes, and then press enter. So when you replicate this formula to the rest, so yes, it does work. Okay, the next step is to save the spreadsheet. So I'm just going to click on save, and then they ask us to carry on with the next step to print only cells A1 to F28 showing the formula. So what you need to do, first of all, your page orientation must be portrait. So file, print, page orientation is portrait, and then what we need to do is we need to print only from A1 to F38. So we will select from here A1 to F38, just like that, this one, and file, click on print, and print the selection only. This is what we need to print it. And then they ask us to do what? Show the row and heading columns. So page setup, and then we have an option sheet. Click on this option to show the row and column heading. You see E is there, but F is not showing here. So what we need to do is we need to go back and click on page break preview just to include column F. Now when you click on print preview, so you will find here starting from column, yes, what we need to do is go back and select this data, and now we click on file, print, and only the current selection from A1 till F38, and then we need to show all the contents which are already visible, showing the formula they said. So what we need to do is we need to click on formula, show formula for it, and now we need to adjust the width accordingly. We do not need such big space. So of course not gonna fit into one page, so you can just print it in more than one pages as well. And then after it says here that apply conditional formatting now. So let's go back, file, and normal, and then you just simply go to the next step. As they mentioned, we need to apply the conditional formatting to cell D9 to D38. So let us select this one, D9 till D38, and what did they mention here is to a green background if the cell content high. So home, conditional formatting, new rule, and format only cells that contain the specific text, and that is, for example, high, and format, fill it with green color. Okay, so it is being filled with the green, and then after it should be filled with orange if it is medium, and then also new rule and contains cell value or specific text, and that is medium formatted orange, and okay, and then after for the last one it should be red if it is low. So new rule, select the value and specific text, and that is low, format it with red color. This is done, and then after that make sure that the text in each is clearly visible. Take a screenshot of your method, making sure that the formatting set and the range of the cells are clearly visible. So what you need to do is manage rules. This is what we have applied the rules. Select this one and take the screenshot of this one and place it into your evidence document as evidence 1. And then after, change the font color for cell F8 to AC38 to white, so that the content of these cells are not visible. So starting from F8 to AC38. So starting from F8 to AC38. Till the end. So I have selected them, and now do we need to take a screenshot? No, so we just simply click here, the font color we change it to white. So now the contents are not visible, and we just need to print it out in the orientation of portrait with all these changes that we have made. So that's all from the spreadsheet part of this video. Hope you understood how to apply the formulas and functions to get the required result. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in next video. And do not forget to subscribe my channel for more videos and updates.